Most riders think choosing between the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 and the Super Meteor 650 is easy. They both use the same 648 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine. They both produce around 47 horsepower and 52 newton meters of torque. They both share the same core platform that Royal Enfield introduced back in 2018 with the 650 twins. So, on paper, they look almost identical. But here's the truth. These two motorcycles feel completely different on the road. And if you choose the wrong one for your riding style, you won't notice it in the first 5 minutes. You'll notice it after a few months. In this video, we're going to break this down properly with real numbers, real riding differences, and real-world scenarios. So by the end, you'll know exactly which one fits your life. And if you appreciate honest motorcycle comparisons that actually help you make smarter decisions, make sure to like the video and subscribe. It genuinely helps the channel grow and keeps these detailed breakdowns coming. Now let's get into it. Let's start with the foundation. Both bikes use Royal Enfield's 648 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine. It produces approximately 47 brake horsepower at around 7,250 revolutions per minute and 52 newton meters of torque at about 5,250 revolutions per minute. What does that actually mean? It means strong mid-range pull. It's not a high-revving, aggressive sport bike engine. It's smooth, torquey, predictable. It's built for usable power, not top-speed drama. But here's where things start to separate. The Interceptor 650 weighs roughly 202 kilograms wet. The Super Meteor 650 weighs around 241 kilograms wet. That's nearly a 40-kilogram difference. And on a motorcycle, 40 kilograms changes everything. Let's talk personality. The Interceptor 650 is a roadster. Neutral riding position, mid-set foot pegs, wide handlebar, comfortable upright stance. It feels balanced. It feels agile for a 650. Because of its lighter weight and more neutral ergonomics, it feels responsive in city riding and surprisingly playful in twisty roads. Now compare that to the Super Meteor 650. This is a cruiser, forward set foot pegs, lower seat height at around 740 millimeters, longer wheelbase of approximately 1,500 millimeters. The Interceptor's wheelbase is around 1,400 millimeters. That 100 millimeter difference gives the Super Meteor a completely different stance. Longer, lower, more stretched out. The Super Meteor feels planted, stable, relaxed. It doesn't feel eager to change direction quickly. It feels built for cruising. Now let's talk about city riding. In traffic, the Interceptor feels noticeably lighter. The 202 kilograms weight makes it easier to maneuver at low speeds. It feels manageable. The Super Meteor, at 241 kilograms, feels heavier when you're filtering through traffic or making tight U-turns. It's not difficult, but it demands more effort. So if your daily riding includes tight streets and heavy traffic, the Interceptor feels more natural. But things change once you hit the open road. On highways, the Super Meteor starts to shine. The longer wheelbase and added weight give it incredible stability at cruising speeds. At 100 to 120 kilometers per hour, it feels planted and calm. The low seat and relaxed ergonomics reduce fatigue on longer rides. The Interceptor can absolutely cruise at those speeds. But it feels slightly more exposed, more upright, more wind pressure on your chest. And this is where most buyers choose wrong. Here's what usually happens. Someone rides the Interceptor for 10 minutes and thinks, this feels lighter and more fun. Then they ride the Super Meteor and think, this feels big and premium. But they don't ask themselves the most important question. Where will I actually ride most? If you mostly commute in the city but buy the Super Meteor because it looks muscular and powerful, that weight will slowly start to matter. If you love long highway rides and relaxed cruising, but buy the Interceptor because it felt nimble for 5 minutes, you might start wishing for that cruiser comfort. This isn't about which bike is better. It's about alignment. Now let's talk comfort and ergonomics. The Super Meteor's 740mm seat height makes it very approachable for shorter riders. It feels low and confidence-inspiring at stops. The Interceptor's seat height is around 804mm, still accessible, but noticeably taller. Taller riders may actually prefer the Interceptor's more neutral geometry. On longer rides, the Super Meteor's forward-set pegs allow you to stretch your legs slightly, but some riders find that posture uncomfortable after hours, depending on body type. The Interceptor's mid-set pegs feel more natural and balanced for mixed riding. Again, different philosophies. Let's talk fuel tank and range. The Interceptor carries a 13.7-liter fuel tank. The Super Meteor carries a slightly larger 15.7-liter tank. That extra fuel capacity gives the Super Meteor a bit more touring range. Small detail, but if you do longer rides, it matters. Now, let's simplify this. You should buy the Interceptor 650 if you want a versatile 650 that works in the city and on weekends. You prefer a lighter, more agile feel. You enjoy neutral riding ergonomics. You want a classic Roadster experience. You should buy the Super Meteor 650 if you love cruiser styling and presence. You ride longer highway stretches. You prioritize stability and relaxed ergonomics. You want a low seat and planted highway feel. And now, the verdict. If I had to choose one single 650 for everyday mixed riding, city, short trips, occasional highway, I would lean toward the Interceptor 650. It feels more versatile, more adaptable. But if my riding style focused heavily on long, relaxed highway cruising, the Super Meteor 650 would make more sense. Because at the end of the day, the difference isn't in the engine. It's in the posture, the weight, the personality. Same heart, completely different soul. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel